Now that we have our Ravencoin, Red Panda Mining, RPM STO, the security token offering set up, what is going to happen if when Red Panda Mining makes a profit and he needs to distribute those profits to his token holders? Well, that's where dividends and rewards comes in, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So let's get after it. In Ravencoin speak, dividends and rewards are basically the same thing. The network sees them as identical, and in our example, we created the Red Panda Mining STO, the security token offering, and we had Shuby as an angel investor, basically like the first investor. And so now let's get some additional investors going for round 2 of the security token offering. And if you want to find out how we got to where we are right now, you can just go to my channel. There's all these STO videos here, and it's basically walking through the whole process on how to set up a security token offering on the Ravencoin network. And I've got this little presentation here. I modified it a little bit so that's a little bit faster, and let me just blast right through it real quick. So what is an STO? It stands for security token offering. I'm not going to read this. I've read it almost every episode or every stream up until now with regards to the STO. Just know that it's a way of raising money for a project. And then you've got several entities depending on whether or not you're using a... man, I'm going to forget that word again. I'm really bad about remembering that. There's this one word. Allie, hang on. Give me a second. It's got to do with the STO and different regulations and being able to raise money in a certain way. It's like an exemption, but it's not exemption. I can't remember the name of it right now. But so it all, your entities that are going to be involved in an STO are going to vary based on how it's actually set up. But in our example here, we're just pretending like Red Panda Mining is launching a token. And the business is Red Panda Mining's YouTube channel, so we're going to use any potential profits from that to distribute to the investors or the users, right? Not the users, but the investors in the STO. And we just did 4 of them just to make it kind of simple. We've already done all this stuff here, setting up the main wallet, the main asset, the tag or the qualifying asset, and then the restricted asset itself. We've got a situation here where most likely, if this was to be real life, you would actually have Red Panda Mining listed on an STO offering platform, like a website that is regulated, heavily regulated, and can offer a way for customers or investors to invest in STOs listed on their site. So that's what basically it's an intermediary between the actual company or the actual STO and the users. And then in our example also, because we want to operate in the US and we require KYC AML, know your customer, anti-money laundering, we require those, or most entities require those, they have those requirements for knowing the customers, like identity validation verification. And we were going to use a company called Finky Camel and Financial KYC AML. It's a regulated company. An example would be Finclusive. That's an actual company, finclusive.com, that does these types of things. And actually Finclusive actually has a way of tagging addresses on the Ravencoin network that meet the KYC requirement. So if someone does launch an actual STO on Ravencoin, they could, I believe, right now go to Finclusive for the KYC AML capability. And like it says here, they're the qualifier for the FKYC AML tag, and only addresses that have that tag are allowed to receive the restricted asset, the STO, the RPM restricted asset, which is the STO itself. So they've been validated and they're able to actually send money and receive the STO at their Ravencoin address. And then here's our investors, and they kind of overlap the two different sections here for KYC AML and the intermediary, because they might have to work with both. It just depends on how things are set up on that end. Our example shows that Red Panda Mining, the company, trusts Finky Camel to do the KYC AML, and Finky Camel trusts the intermediary and vice versa. And that's called KYC transitivity, where, you know, A trusts B and B trusts C, so A trusts C, right? So the investors would probably go to the intermediary, the website, the organization that is offering the STO. All right, so we've done a lot. We've done a lot of tasks. This is what I kind of want to look at tonight. Here, you know, I just started writing out some things like where we're at right now and how this is going to work. Shuby was an angel investor. He bought 100 in the last episode or the last stream. We went over that. He actually did that at the end, or I did it from his wallet, his fake wallet. Shuby was an angel investor. He bought 100 RPM STO tokens for 1,000 Raven. And at the time today, now not Friday or whenever that was, I think it was Friday, but today, then that 1,000 Raven at 0.023 cents each is basically $23. So the evaluation for RPM, or the valuation for RPM right now, is about 23 cents each based on that sale, right? Because he bought 1,000 Raven to buy 100 RPM, so the RPM tokens are actually worth more. And then you can see here, so let's see, what did I do here? Oh, so another round of STOs, another security token offering round, could be for, oh, you know what? I actually made a mistake here. That's why this is throwing me off a little bit here. Hang on. Because this right here should have only been 10,000, not, because we only have 10,000 total RPM tokens. So it should be like, whoops, it should be something like this instead. Does that make sense? Is that right? Did I do the math right there? What's up, Altcoin Cash, Felipe, Crypto Mikkel, what's up, man? What's up, Red Panda, Nefarious? Quickly checking the chat here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. I think my math is right. I don't know. I can't do math during a live stream, so I can bring up a calculator, though. It's hard to do it in my head while I'm actually focusing on so many other things. All right, so let's go 0.23 times 10,000. Yeah, 2,300. All right, so that is right. So I say here, okay, so later in round 2 of the STO is you get 100 RPM for 10,000 Raven, right? So that's the second round. So you can see how Shuby's, if this were to happen like this, let's say there was 3 months or 6 months or a year in between the time that Shuby was the angel investor and the second round of the STO was implemented, then his valuation has gone from $23 to $230, right? Because it's 10,000. Did I do this right? Yeah. So it's 10,000. It's a 10x basically, right? With what has actually happened. So let me advance here. All right. So let's get out of here and let's actually look at what I am talking about here. All right. So here is the RPM wallet, the testnet wallet. And I think what we should do so that we know what's going on. So we need, there's a couple of things we need to do. One, we need to invest from the other wallets a little bit. So Basically, these folks here, I think the way we should do it is Shuby was the angel investor, then these three are going to be like round 2, right? So these are going to be paying 10,000 Raven for 100 RPM, right? So 10,000 Raven for 100 RPM. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think that the way we'll do this, all right, let me think for a second here, because what I want to do is I actually want to, probably should make a label for, the way I did it last week was I had a label for each one. I don't know if you could probably automate that. I would imagine you could automate it. It's kind of like a payment ID or a transaction ID, not a transaction ID, but a tag, right? So it's a way of knowing which person actually sent it. Now, obviously, you could look at the blockchain for that information, but you would need to really make this an automated process, I think. I don't think hand jamming these numbers in here and stuff would be ideal. But in our little case here, because we're just doing a really small and not very intense scenario here, we'll just do it like this. All right. So we're going to do a label per investor. So I should have put like Shuby angel investor. I'll say STO round 2. And then we have to request 10,000 because we're selling 100. We're selling them in 100 RPM token lots, right? In groups of 100, and it costs 10,000 for 100. All right, so it looks right. Request payment. Copy the address. So now I need to go to Crypto Windio's wallet, which is Mango Farms. And I think that she has, let's find out how many she has so I get the right one. 14,000. So this is her wallet. So we need to send Ravencoin. It's going to cost us 10,000. All right, so there we go. So 10,000 Raven, hopefully will be on the way. Or you know what? I don't know if I'm mining or not. I don't like how long that's taken there. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Mining Chamber? What's up, Ryan? Thanks for tuning in, man. Okay, so maybe it was just waiting on me to click that. Okay. Let's see if anything hits over here, transaction-wise. Not yet. Yeah, see, this is the part that's not really cool about doing a live stream because we're relying on testnet, and you know, it's not always 100% up, it appears. We ran into this before, you know. Let's go to testnet. I think it was Raven. Okay, so here now it looks like it might be, see how there's like 5 minutes and then now it's just a few seconds. So now, because I'm mining, it's probably going to start pushing things along on the, maybe, on the blockchain here. Alright, still nothing over there, but we can give it a minute here. We need to do the same thing from for the rest of the investors anyway, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go in here and go, who else we got? We got Freaksin. Probably if I was really doing this in real time, or real life, I would probably put which STO it is, right? I'd probably have it pretty well organized instead of kind of winging it like we are here. Yeah, I'm exhausted too, Nefarious. I'm right there with you. Yeah, so I'd probably put like RPM, you know, so that we know which token it is up here, maybe. Something like that. We don't have to do that for this though. Alright, 10,000 Raven. Oh, you know what? That's what I put for the message for Shubi, was the actual amount. That's a good idea. Put the amount in there. How many tokens you're actually selling, right? So I missed that on this particular one. Request payment, copy address. All right, so I need to go to Freaksin. He's got 16,000, looks like. So this is his wallet. So let's go send Ravencoin. Address 10,000. Yeah, I believe messaging is IPFS. It uses it in some way. We're actually going to get to that part too. Tonight I was gonna try to get to distributing dividends and rewards, but it looks like testnet's gonna kind of give us a problem, so I don't know how far we'll get. I was kind of playing around with it before the stream, and I made some progress, but I was getting hung up on some things that may not even be enabled yet. I thought that it was. I checked the Discord. Everything seemed like it should work, but I'm getting some errors and stuff, and I don't know if it's just simply because testnet is acting funky or what. You know, I don't know. So, all right, so we got that coming. Let's check transactions, see if anything's moving. It is not. It does say a few seconds ago, so let's check the wallet here and see. This is 209,690. It's on 209,690. So see, that's really weird, right? Because you would think that those transactions would already at least show up in here. And they're not. So I don't know what's going on with that. But we got one more that we have to do anyway, so let's see here. We got Dan the Dane, and he's got 18,000. So we're gonna go receive Dan the Dane. STO round 2. 10,000. I'm gonna go RPM 100. Copy address. All right, he's got 18,000. So this is his. Then Ravencoin. I don't like this because I want to say that before. Oh, you know, wait a minute. Please oh, I'm getting an error. Okay, so that's why it's not going. I was I was thinking that this was, okay, please reduce send amount to account for transaction fees. All right. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. All right, sorry, I wasn't reading. So actually, I should have requested like 10,001 because now I think I'm gonna have to go 9999, something like that. Let's see if this works. Yeah, see, that's what I remember happening correctly. All right, so. All right, that makes sense. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Kind of messed that up. My bad. So what we need to do is go to each one and send. Oh, wait, we gotta get the right address here. So 14,000 was Crypto Wendy-O. We need to go back to her request right here. I'm going to copy the address so that it'll come in on the right address here. Send Ravencoin. But see, Red Panda Mining is going to be mad because he's losing out on one Raven here, so. Alright, and then we got, I think I did Dan the Dane, right? So I think I've got Freaks in left. So 16,000. And then go get his address. All we're doing is sending enough to purchase 100 RPM STO tokens from each of the investors. So this is Shuby's wallet here. And you know that, or we know that because he already has the RPM tokens that he purchased last week. So that's Shuby's. I maybe should have changed each token amount just very slightly, like 101, 102, 103, so I could delineate between the different wallets. But I still don't know how to figure that out once you're in here. Like what wallet am I in? You know, what's the name of it? Who am I logged on as, and all that stuff. So there's not. It doesn't seem like there's a way to do that in here. There might be, but I don't know how to do it. And this is just the Mango Farm Assets web wallet, right? Okay, so you can see that this one dropped some Raven, so it did send it. So if we went to, let's see here. I'd like to see, I don't see a way of doing transaction history either. Alright, anyway. So if we go over here, if we do a refresh on 18,000, that should be, yep, see that 10,000 came out of there, or 99.99 came out of there. If we come over here to 16,000. Alright, so if we go to the wallet, so this one dropped 10,000 also. So if we go to the wallet, we should see these transactions in here now. Yeah, see right here, these three. So that's looking good. So now what we can do is actually send them their STO, right? So they each get 100. So let's do that. Transfer assets, and then we have to get the addresses again. Just start at the top so we make it easy. So we'll go with Crypto Window here. Remember, the STO it always starts with a $sign. That's the actual STO, and you can check your balance over here. Remember, we started with 10,000. Now we just have 9,900 because we sold 100 to Shubi. So now we are selling 100 to Crypto Window. For STO round 2, it's 100. Send. Okay, so why does that happen? We kind of covered this last week too. So we're missing a step, and this only highlights. This is why they had to create this feature on the Ravencoin network, is for restricted assets. That's what we are dealing with right here. That little $sign means a restricted asset. So it has, that address hasn't been tagged. Crypto Window's Ravencoin address hasn't been tagged to be able to store or receive the Red Panda Mining STO tokens. So that's what we have to do. Now our KYC AML company isn't this wallet. So now we have to go into the KYC company's wallet as if, you know, to simulate the real company actually doing the KYC. So like right now in the background, you got Crypto Window. She's working with the KYC AML company, Finky Camel or whatever we named it, and they're getting things worked out. And once that KYC has been verified, or once the identity has been verified to satisfy the requirement, then the company, Finky Camel, can tag her Ravencoin address, that Mango Farms web wallet address, to be able to receive the security token offering with the RPM security token offering. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's go and do it. So we've got her address here. So we're gonna make sure that I have that on the clipboard here. So copy that. We have to close this wallet, and we have to go into the KYC AML company's wallet. So let's do that. All right, so this is the wallet that holds the required tag. That's what this is right here, the FKYC AML. So they hold that tag, and they are able to tag addresses to be able to receive the STO. And if you want to see how we got there, you have to go back to the previous videos to show how this works. So we're going to assign a qualifier with that tag. The address is Crypto Window's address. We're going to click check. It says it's been validated, so we're going to click submit. And then we're good. So now once that gets confirmed, that's going to be tagging her address. So now we should probably go, while we're in here, we should probably go ahead and tag the other two so that we can send them their STO tokens here. All right, so now all three addresses have been tagged. So now we can, actually it doesn't matter. Yeah, we need to close this. We need to go back into the Red Panda Mining wallet, the main wallet, the one that holds the STO. So here's our STO. So now let's go ahead and grab Crypto Window's wallet again. Our address, not wallet. And we are going to transfer assets. STO, pay to that address. Enter a label. This was crypto NDO STO round 2. The number she purchased was 100. And then we're going to go send. And see how now we don't get that error. We want to validate our information. We are sending 100. A little transaction fee, so yes. So now we have to send 100 to FreakSend. Just going right back through the same procedure here. Okay, and then the last one is Dan the Dane. Send his. And probably by the time we get over there, hopefully we'll be able to see those restricted assets in those wallets. Alright, so now we head back over to each individual wallet. So this would be, let's see, 14,000. That would be Crypto Windio, right? Yep, so that's Crypto Windio's wallet. So if we go to assets, nothing there yet, but if we do a refresh, there we go. Now she's got her 100 RPM security token offering tokens. Then we go over to FreakSends, I think. Don't have anything under assets yet, because we have to do a refresh. Okay, so this one still hasn't cleared. This was probably the last one I did. This one, this would be 16,000. So who was that? That was... Oh, that was FreakSend, yeah. So the other wallet was the last one I did. So this one, whenever I do a refresh on assets, it should work. Yeah. So now he's got 100 of the RPM STO tokens that he purchased with his Ravencoin. If we go back over here to Dan the Danes, maybe by now it'll work. There we go. So now he's got 100 STO tokens as well. So we've got everything pretty much set up, and it looks pretty good. I like the way this is going so far. The next step would be to, we were supposed to do this tonight, but obviously we ran a little long here. But the next step would be to pretend as though Red Panel Mining has made some money, right? And then a portion of that money is going to be, that value is going to be distributed to the token holders. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. I'll work on the particulars and figure it out and make sure it's going to work. I was trying to do that before this stream, ran into a couple problems, little error messages and stuff whenever, because I wasn't understanding the process, right? Because you have to take a snapshot and then you have to distribute coins to that snapshot block height, and it just seemed like maybe I was making an error and a mistake in how in the syntax maybe, and yeah, so I just need to research a little bit more to figure it out. But let's go over here and see if Brandon Coin is live. I have a feeling he is because there's a couple of people leaving here. Yep, so he is live. So let's go ahead and head over there and watch his live stream. I'll put that link in the chat over here. And whenever you go over there, if you head over there, make sure you do a Savage raid. So you'll type that into the chat so he knows you're coming from over here. You're probably pretty much everybody's probably already watching both, but that's okay. So I'll see you guys next time. Like I said, I'll work on this and make sure hopefully it will work tomorrow, and I'll figure out this little problem that I was having. So stay savage, everybody. See you at Brandon Coin.